So the Storm and the Typhoon are obviously very similar. They both have the same monitor, joysticks. The control panel area where the joystick and buttons is exactly the same. They play the exact same game. So the guts and what they can do are identical. The differences are in the materials that they're made from and just how they look. So the Typhoon is made by the same company that builds my wood cabinets. It is wood, and it is a little heavier than the Storm. The Typhoon and the Storm are both seated games. So they have an optional base that you can add during checkout. So both the cabinets are on wheels. If you upgrade to the base, what we do is we lay the cabinet on its back, we take off the wheels, we bolt the base onto the bottom, and then we put the wheels on the base. Without the base, both games would be played while sitting, like at a folding chair height. And there's a video in the product description for the Typhoon that shows the cabinet side by side with and without the base. The Storm has a metal undercarriage, almost like a car. You know, a car has like a metal frame and then a fiberglass body. Well, the Storm has a plastic interchangeable shell. Some people hear plastic and they think it means cheap. The component part of the cabinet is all metal. There's a decorative shell that goes on the outside, and you can't really see it as much because the current version of the Storm I have is all black. But at the end of February, I have a shipment coming in of Storms that show I have red and blue coming, and then you'll be able to see how there's like an interchangeable, just the outer flanks of it. The outer rim has a plastic shell that snaps in place. It's a little more advanced than snapping in place, but fundamentally it snaps into place, and that clamps onto the metal base of the cabinet. The Storm is about 30 pounds lighter, and it has, just kind of rounded corners. So I always use this analogy. If the Typhoon was a Toyota Camry, the Storm would be a Honda Accord. And so they're very similar. And for those car analogies, imagine though that they have the same engine, right? So they do the same things. It just comes down to purely visual. Which one do you think looks better? Because there's no inherent advantage or disadvantage to either. If I had to pick one, I like the Storm. I sell more Typhoons. So again, it just comes down to which one you think looks better. All right.